up on my bullshit, back up on the move. Touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. Ain't need you to go now, I can fix my own.
That lady ruined my birthday, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite mental health patient, Quinn, and I am back at it again with another story time. I know y'all have been waiting on it. I will be dropping another video very, very soon, telling y'all about how my first day at work today went. I think that I am ready for it. I'm ready to be working at Denny's. Y'all, I'm so excited. Anyways, so I will be telling y'all about going to Chicago. Like, actually, the reason I ended up in Chicago in the first place. And no, I was not catching or chasing cats, Dormiana. I was not. Okay, so back when I was 16 years old, okay, my adopted mom called me in her room. This is on my birthday, so I'm waking up out my sleep. I have my birthday outfit on that I wanted to wear. I was gonna go, I don't even remember where I was gonna go because my whole birthday kind of crashed after that. I've never celebrated my birthday the same since then. Now, my adopted mom called me into her room and I go in there. Now, mind you, I knock on the door because I have I've caught her in a lot of different ways, and it's very nerve-wracking for me. So I knocked, she said, come on in. I come in. And she is on the phone. She was like, here. I'm looking at the phone like, here. What's this for? And she was like, there's somebody on the phone for you. It's your mom. It's my mom. Who? So now I'm sitting here like, I'm a little confused. So I grabbed the phone. I'm holding it up to my ear. I'm like, hello. And she was like, hey, you don't know me, baby girl. Baby girl. Whew. But I'm your mom, and I just wanted to call and wish you a happy birthday. And I really hope that one day we can meet. And then after I got off the phone with her, after her saying that, because I clicked it. What? You want to meet me? For? I am 16 years old at this point. I really don't understand why you are calling this lady phone to ask to speak to me. You shouldn't be speaking to me. Now, this is how I felt at that time at 16. Now, by the time the summer really like left, which is about August, so when school time started back up, I kind of put it to rest. My adopted mom had ended up telling me, she sat me down, she told me like what had happened and stuff like that. And so I found out at a very late age the whole story. Like what was my mother thinking? But that's what you get when you chase behind a man. Anywho, so y'all, I go and I try to form some type of bond with the lady because my adopted mother says that might heal my trauma and a lot of the trauma that I've held onto since I was a kid. Ma'am, don't tell me what can heal my trauma. I'm perfectly fine. I find myself to be, I am me. Anyway, so I'm texting my birth mom. We texting on Messenger. I'm like, okay, this is cool, I guess. And she starts telling me about, or we start calling each other. I start calling her. She start calling me. And I'm seeing her. She looked kind of like she was looking healthy. Like she looked healthy in the face. I didn't see her body until I like seen her in the bus station. I didn't see her body. I just seen her face. We was on Messenger FaceTime. We was on what is that called? Messenger call. A little FaceTime on Messenger. Video call. There you go. We was on video call and her face looked really healthy. And I just thought she wasn't doing what she was doing. Now, I'm not gonna put her business out there yet. That is for another time. So, y'all, this lady has talked me into a ticket. Now, I had started working, and the money that I wasn't spending on the boys or myself or in my transportation, because staying out in Missouri City, Texas is expensive, especially the neighborhood that we were staying in. It was very expensive. I don't even understand. I do, but yeah. So I'll go ahead, right? And I decide, all right, I'm finna book me a trip. Next money I like really have extra, I'm gonna book me a trip. I'm gonna go see my mama. It didn't end up happening like that. So I ended up losing my job because I had to stay home. I had to stay home because my little brother had fell down the steps and I had to be with him at the hospital. Yeah. Anywho, now back to this mom of mine, other mom of mine, my birth mom. Confusing, ain't it? Now, when she told me this, I saved up some money. I tried to save up some money, but I ended up losing my job because I had to stay home and be in the hospital. And it was just a lot of stuff going on. And I did not show up to work. I did not care. This little boy, But I ended up losing my job, so I couldn't take the trip that I wanted to take. But that was okay because I ended up taking the trip anyways because my adopted mom and I ended up getting into it. And she was like, if you think that, if you think that you and your mom are gonna conspire against me because I planned a trip out there, because I told you that I want to go out there to meet her. Didn't you tell me to go meet this lady, that I should connect with this lady? And I'm trying to figure out who this lady is because I don't know her. I don't know her. So I still took that risk. And once my mom was like, um, oh well, you got too much going on. You got demons and your mom demons are jumping on you and you already a lesbian and that's against God. You're going to hell and I just don't want my daughter to go to hell. Y'all would be wrong with her. Anywho, so now I went ahead, I talked to my mom, I got some money, I booked my trip. I was ready to go too. I took off. So I go out there and I move in with my mom. Now, mind you, I went out there on a Greyhound bus. I went out there with some suitcases. Like, I really didn't go out there with too much. I think I went out with two suitcases. And they could both, like, count as one carry on and one compartment. So, I didn't go out there with much. because my adopted mom would not give me anything. I tried to leave peacefully and take my stuff. She started trying to fight on me. I ended up pushing her. She told me that I needed to get out before she called the police, and I don't have time for my mama because she'll call the police quick. She wanted them. You put your hands on me, but when I raise my hand to put my hand on you, back here you go. When you call the police, I didn't call the police. Be strong like I was. So yeah, I go out there and I go on a Greyhound. Now I done had me a hell of a trip. Getting on a Greyhound bus to go anywhere, oh my god, I love it. Only thing I don't like is getting off the bus. I hate having to transfer buses. Don't like that unless I have like light luggage. But y'all, I hit the bus station. Now, when I hit the bus station, I texted my mama and I told her that I was there in Chicago. And she did not text back. So I call. I'm like, where is my mama? Like, I'm out here. I am in Chicago. I've never been to Chicago. I don't know these people. I know the people that I've been sitting around on the bus this whole trip from Houston to out here, which is crazy how many people took a trip to Chicago from Houston. But some of them might have been like transfers as well. I'm not sure. But she showed up like an hour to 2 hours later. Higher than a cow over the moon. And drunker than a sailor. Now, I had been chit chatting a little bit with the people on the bus that I was sitting around, and I told them, they was like, "What you going out to Chicago for? You coming all the way from Houston?" I said, "To meet my mama. She done got clean. She look good, like she look healthy." Y'all, when she stumbled into that bus station, when she finally stumbled into that bus station, her face looked chunky, but her body was small. So I think like I was very much confused as to what exactly was going on. But then I looked at her face and she was high as a kite. I had to help her. I had to help her get up the steps. I had to help her unlock her door. I had to help her get the address to her home. That's embarrassing. First of all, I done talked you high and mighty to these folks and look at you. Y'all don't even understand. Nobody could understand how embarrassed I was. Like, mm, can't stand that lady. Like, I can't stand that lady. So, sorry, y'all. I just had a full day of work. I'm tired. I've had a full day, period. I am tired. I've had a full week. I'm tired. But, yes. So, I went ahead. I was like, okay, cool. I'm finna stay here for a little bit. I need to find me a job. Now, I've never had any cases opened on me that stuck that I wouldn't be able to find a job. This recent one, my Class X felony, made it so hard to get a job. Nobody would hire me. Nobody likes a felon. But I couldn't figure it out there because every time I try to do something, bless you. Like I try to go to the library. I'd be like, "Can you take me to the library? Can you drop me off at the library? Because I need to like be on the computers. I'd rather be checking out books. I could be doing a lot of things at the library. I could do just sit there. until you get off. But as far as taking the bus and walking to the library, first of all, I don't have no type of protection. I'm in a city I don't know. And you won't take me to the library. I have to figure it out. She said, "Oh, if you don't take the bus lines and you don't walk, you're not going to figure it out." Me. Sorry, excuse you. Y'all, my mama really has problems, both of them. Like you could tell y'all cousins. But yeah, so I go and I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, all right, I go to the bus stop. I'm sitting on the bus. I look on my phone. I'm trying to look up the public library. My phone want to act slow because it's cold outside. It was cold outside. I went out there around my birthday. Mm-hmm. I went out there around my birthday. And because I wanted to celebrate my birthday with my mama anyways. Once I got the money to go ahead and do I'm going. But I wanted to spend my birthday around my mama. And y'all, I ended up with alcohol poisoning, all kinds of mess. It was crazy. So, yeah, there's that. Then the money that I was bringing in would go missing. Missing is crazy. I ain't never had no money come up missing around me. Not my money. But it was weird because I was like, why? Where is my money? And she was like, maybe you left it and Eddie took it. Now, Eddie is her husband. Y'all, he was her pimp before he was her husband. She married her pimp. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then he got a kitty case on him. Y'all, when I first got there, my mom was trying to have me sleep in her bed, but she's got night terrors. Like, she'll wake up in the middle of the night screaming or some shit, or she'll grab onto me, and I don't like that. It makes me jump up out my sleep. I have my own trauma. Don't do that. So I started sleeping in the other room, the room that her husband was supposed to sleep in. Now, why they don't sleep in the same room beats me. I don't know and I don't care. But I started sleeping in the room that he was supposed to be sleeping in. And he'd go and put all his clothes out for wherever he went in the mornings. I don't know if he went to work. I don't know what he did. But yeah, he'd pull his clothes out the room the day before and then he'd have it. So I know he had pulled his clothes out the night before for that morning. I know he does this every time he leaves the house. If he knows he's leaving the house the next day, he's going to pull his stuff out the room because he knows I sleep in there. So, and he knows I like my privacy. I am grown. I don't want to. I understand your stuff is in here. Come get it at decent hours. That man started trying to come in the room late at night. I'll be either on my phone, talking on the phone, like it'll be 2 in the morning. And he'd be trying to get into the room, so I started locking the door. He wouldn't even come all the way in. He'd open it, look in like, and then try to quietly close it, So I started locking the bedroom door, but she's got a door that's like leads into the bathroom from that room. And so he started trying to come to that door. No. So I told my mama. And she was like, oh, cause I'ma just talk to him. What? Mm, Mm-mm. I didn't feel comfortable from that day on. Now, my mother is she from St. Louis. So you gotta show them for real. You really gotta show them. So when me and my mom ended up falling out, me and my mom fell out over who I was in a relationship with at that time. So I went ahead and to I went to this little I man, I went to this little party. It was a party. And I was I don't even man, I went to a party. I was high as hell. I was probably drunk. All I know is I was not sober. So I go to this party. I ended up linking up with who is now mm-mm, my ex. Nope. That was I hate linking back up with that lady. I hated it. Cause I used to think I would be rid of her. Like if I was rid of my ex-wife, I'd be happy as hell. Like leave me alone. What part of leave me alone are you not understanding? Now, when I linked up with her, I was like, I'm at my mama's house and I need to go back to my mama's house. She was like, oh, I can drive you. And the roads ended up flooding out there in Gary where she was at. So, yes, I went to her house. So, up in Gary where she was at, it started flooding. Now, we knew they had shut down Chicago at that time, like we had a curfew. So, then, past curfew, I'm gone. I'll tell my mama I'm gone. I'm staying out for the night. That lady tried to tell me I need to be back now. No, I'm not gonna come driving through the streets after curfew in Chicago. Is you cool? And it's flooding out here. Is you okay? So we ended up getting into it over that. And she told me not to come back to come get my stuff and not to come back ever. All right. I will be getting my mail from here. You can get it together. I will be getting my mail from here until I can switch it over and you will never see me again. And I can say honestly, I have stood on that. My mom really the last time I seen that lady, I went to go get my mail and me and her got into it. We was arguing and that crazy bitch tried to push me down the very top flight of her steps. She lived at the very top floor, at the very, very, very top. And she tried to push me down her steps. If I would have never caught myself on that railing, I would have been gone. And I clicked out and I came back too. And she was almost out the window. And from that moment on, I realized I can't be around you, lady. I don't want to be around you because you making me want to kill you. You making me have these feelings of killing the person that has birthed me. Now, I've done a lot of things, but I don't have time for that. So I took my mail the next day. I went ahead and switched all of my mail out. I spent literally from morning to when everything closed to switch my mail to make sure I didn't get no more mail to her house. And that lady came and tried to text me saying that I was ungrateful and that if I would have kept, she sounded like my adopted mama, if I would have kept my mouth shut. If I would have kept my mouth shut, is crazy. So that is how I ended up in Chicago. That is how my beginning Chicago experience happened. So before we end this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications, because I know I did not say it in the beginning, and I am sorry. I am really like mentally tired. So that's all for this video. Stormiana, this is a video shout out to you. Thank you so much for helping me grow my page. Thank you to the group chat that you have created that is helping me grow my page and getting me to where I want and need to be. So I am on my road to 100 subscribers, and I am gradually climbing. Now this was a personal request of a video. Like I said, shout out to Stormiana. Y'all go ahead and check the description box below, because I'm gonna go ahead and drop her YouTube channel so you all can watch her as well. I really appreciate you all.